suggesting it will be a tight race decided by narrow margins. Get the latest headlines in the BBC News app. Get in-depth coverage from this historic election campaign on bbc.co.uk/news. Follow the story on the US election with BBC News.
I am going to lecture you on climate change.
Have you considered resigning over this? Because you're clearly embarrassed.
Of course, I have been. I have thought about this.
I want to be totally honest with you, and I am being honest with you.
At least this should be a common ground for everyone. We should defend international law.
In the spirit of your title of Hard Talk, you're completely wrong.
I'm not offended, but I want to hear why.
You're completely wrong.
Hard Talk. Watch on BBC iPlayer.
Live from London, this is BBC News. America's top diplomat tells the BBC he's prepared to take steps against China if it continues to support Russia's war effort.
For China, if it wants to have better relations, not only with us, but with countries in Europe, it can't do that while at the same time helping to fuel the biggest threat to European security since the end of the Cold War.
The world's first personalised vaccine for melanoma skin cancer is being tested on British patients. It's being hailed as a potential game changer for treatment. A former senior post office executive faces questions about the suicide of a sub-postmaster who was falsely accused of stealing. Scotland's First Minister Humza Yousaf weighs up his future as he faces a vote of no confidence after his power-sharing deal with the Greens collapsed. And two of the most valuable items ever to be salvaged from the Titanic go under the hammer this weekend. Welcome to BBC News Verified Live. I'm Geetha Gurumurthy. Now, we start with the events in Beijing today because the US top diplomat Antony Blinken has told the BBC that he's prepared to take steps against China if Beijing continues to send key supplies to Russia, which are used to aid its invasion of Ukraine. The Secretary of State has been holding talks with the Chinese